Good morning, friend. What are you up to today? Today, I hope that I will just have a kind of slowish day and just putter around in the kitchen. I have a few things to process, and I'd love for you to come along and hang out with me. So, you saw me decanting my coffee, my cold brew. I did that, and then I actually refilled the jar. Did I? Yeah, I filled it right back up, and I am going to make a second um, batch. The second batch does not come out as strong as the first, but it does come out strong enough that I can use. I usually just mix the two together, and I have cold brew. I stopped buying cold brew, as I told you guys a couple of videos ago, the first time I shared how I make my cold brew with you. All right, so I'm sitting here drinking my tea, getting ready for a traditional skills summit. It's basically a homesteaders summit, but it's online, which is great because I can't get to those summits that are in California and Virginia. So I am excited that I can attend this one. Here's a little clip. So let me grab my planner and tell you what I am doing today. Okay, I went to the local market, one of the local markets here, and I got some zucchini. I was looking for zucchini and jalapenos, but man, the jalapenos were expensive, so I just got the zucchini. I am going to the market looking for three specific things. I'm looking for zucchini, and they have that, and I'm looking for peppers, and they have that. So last year we both enjoyed zucchini chips, zucchini and yellow squash chips, which I make in the dehydrator. And I'm going to do that today, as well as shred some zucchini. I just like to have shredded zucchini on hand. And as I'm working on that, I will explain to you guys what I do with it. We have onions. I took the onions out of storage last week, and they've been sitting in my kitchen since then. I have not done anything with them, so we're gonna work on that. And let's see, I got some seeds from Botanical Interest that came in 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, yeah, they came in on Saturday. So I'm excited to share what I got with you. And then I got some pears and grapes from two different friends. The pears came from a friend whose neighbor has a pear tree. He had 2 boxes, huge boxes of pears. I just grabbed a few. They are not ripe, so I need to wait for them to ripen, and it gives me time to think about what I'm going to do with them. And then grapes. I'm going to make some jam with that. The grapes come from a friend that's an older lady, and she just has this grape vines on her chain link fence in the front of her house, and she doesn't really do anything with them. So 2 years ago she gave me some, and I made some jam. We're out of that, and so this year we're gonna make, it's a small batch, but it's something, and I don't mind having some grape jam that I made for myself to spread on my bagels and my toast. So I'm excited to do that too. So let's get over there to the kitchen and get started. But before we head into the kitchen, I want to extend a really big welcome to those of you that have joined us recently. I really appreciate your choosing to join our little family here at Safe at Homestead. My name is Elena, and I am mini steading on 1,600 square feet here in the desert of New Mexico. Now, the first thing that we are going to do in the kitchen is take care of some eggs. I have a lot of eggs. I have some outside in the freezer. You guys know how I freeze my eggs. I need to bring those in and put some more in there to freeze. I am going to hold off for now on water glassing eggs. But you guys, I cannot give away eggs. I don't even understand it. But anyways, I'm going to put some away, and these are yesterday's eggs that I'm putting away. I haven't gotten today's eggs yet. So let's just get started. Just wanted to give you a view of my eggs. I have a lot of eggs, and I am a little bit overwhelmed by them right now. These are the ones I just put away, and when I get today's eggs, they will go in here too. I even have some in the fridge right now. Okay, so let's look at what we are working with today. We have onions. I have 4 trays of onions. 4th trays down there. And I think I calculated that I got about 120 onions, good sized ones, like this one. I planted about 200 plus, so I didn't get as many as I wanted to get, but it's not as bad. About 20 of them were this size right here, and that's because the birds dug them up. I would come out into the garden and just find them laying on the dirt like this, or the roots were disturbed, or they ate the greens off the top, and so they can't grow without that. So I would say about a total of 140 onions if I count these, and I used quite a bit of these. I chopped some up and froze them. I used them. They didn't go to waste. They're just very small. Okay, so we're gonna work at getting these in a basket and put somewhere where they just stay, and I'll use them as I need them. If any are soft or heading towards soft, I don't feel any right now, I will chop them up and put them in the freezer because they won't last very long. And red onions don't last as long as these here, so these will be the first ones that I use. And then here are the pears. He didn't know what kind of pears they are, and it doesn't really matter, so I don't know how long it'll take them to ripen, so I'll just check them every couple of days, and as soon as they are soft, I will process them. I'm thinking maybe pear butter. I'm not sure. These are the grapes. They're tiny grapes. They are super sweet. They are perfect for making jelly. I think I said jam, but I made jelly last time, and this time I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. We'll see. I thought I'll show you these. These are my okras. They're coming in 4 or 5 a day, and I just cut them up and put them in my eggs. I love them in my eggs. This is the size that I like. If they get a lot bigger than this, then they're tough and I don't like them, and so I have to check every day. I have to be vigilant about these okra because, you know, I see them one day and they are 2 inches and the next day they're 4 or 5 inches, so I have to keep paying attention. I have some out there that I didn't pick yesterday that I definitely have to pick today, I'm pretty sure, so I'll add that to these. Here are, these eggs I cracked by mistake, and even though they are, the white is still intact, the sack is still intact, I won't use them for us, even though that one didn't break all the way through. I just rather not take a chance, and I just make those for the chickens and give it to them to eat. Here are the zucchini that I got. I need to wash them. As you can see, they have dirt on them. This particular market, they grow their own. Everything that they have in the market is from their farm. These are the ones that I will save for chips, so I won't be working with these today probably. I will, well, either I'm going to work with these and make chips today, or I'm going to work with these and shred them, but I probably won't do both. We'll see. Okay, am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. So I'm going to get started first on the zucchini because it's the most time consuming, I think, and so I'm going to do the hardest thing first, at least the hardest thing for me, and get it out of the way. And what I hope that I will do is just between sessions, when there's breaks in the sessions of the Homestead Summit, I will come in here and do something. So the first speaker of the summit was talking about bees and a different way to raise bees, about what's best to feed them, why sugar water is not the ideal thing and how that can weaken your hive. It's pretty interesting. So I am shredding this zucchini because, and by the way, you know that this is not my zucchini, right? You saw where I got it from the market. I just wanted to insert this little, well, I just wanted to talk about the fact that you don't even need a garden to be a homesteader. You can get produce from friends, local farmers, even your grocery store. If you're putting food by and you're preparing for the future, whether it's the winter and the bad weather, you can't get out, whether it's there's shortages in the store, whether it's you are out of a job, whether it's because you are not feeling well and you have something that's put by for your family, it all counts. That's homesteading. That's the modern homesteading. And wherever you can get your, whether it's produce or, you know, meat, whatever it is that you're going to try to have at the ready, it's okay. So I am bagging these in 2-cup bags. And that's because my zucchini recipe that I like to use calls for 2 cups of zucchini. My zucchini bread recipe calls for 2 cups of zucchini. And some of the bags that I put away are going to be 1 cup of zucchini. And that's because I like to put zucchini, well, let me back up. Usually I am overrun with zucchini. I think most of us are overrun with zucchini. Usually we have so much of it, we don't know what to do with it. We're giving it away. And just not to waste zucchini, I put zucchini in different things that I make. And so that's why I bag them. I bag it in 2 cups for my zucchini bread, but I bag it in 1 cup because I put it in, I put it in spaghetti sauce, I put it in meatloaf, anything like that. I just bulk it up. Sometimes I put it in soup, depending on the soup that I'm making. And so there's always a place for shredded zucchini. It ups the benefits, the nutritional benefit of your foods. It also creates more bulk. Like if you make, like if I'm making a smallish meatloaf and I add the zucchini, it gives it more bulk, so that's a good thing. And so things like that is why I shred zucchini and like to have it on hand. So when I shred zucchini and I'm getting ready to use it, I just put a strainer over a bowl and put the zucchini in it. And I like to freeze it flat because it defrosts faster. And I just put it over the strainer and leave it there for a little bit just so the excess water can come out. And then I use it however it is I'm going to use it. So I am going to go ahead and keep doing this and then bring you guys back when I am done so you can see how much I got from these zucchini. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zucchini is what I'm working with right now. And even though this is not my zucchini that I'm overrun with, I have just become accustomed to having zucchini in the freezer and even bagging it up in 1 cup bags to add to different foods. So that's why I bought zucchini to do that. And you know what? If you guys pay attention, you'll see that the produce that we're used to getting, we're just used to getting it in the store and buying it in the store whenever we want it. Whether it's in season or out of season, you're paying more for it. So I don't want to pay more. So I rather have zucchini at the ready for if I want zucchini bread or whatever, and grab that instead of going to the store in the middle of winter to get zucchini to make zucchini bread and pay more for that zucchini. I'm also going to get some more zucchini to to make more of the mock pineapple. You guys, that was such a big hit with the mister, and I like it too. So I'm definitely gonna can some more jars of mock pineapple. All right, let's get finished with this. Okay, we got it done. We got 4 bags of 1 cup of zucchini, and we got 4 bags of 2 cups of zucchini. So this is my zucchini bread. This is my zucchini that I will add to different things that I'm making. And you know what I thought, you guys? That when I make zucchini, the mock pineapple, I will do both shredded and chunks. I did not think that I would do shredded, but I was thinking that if I make the mock pineapple like with shredded zucchini, and then I make zucchini bread the way I normally do, then I could make a pineapple flavored zucchini bread. So it would be a mock pineapple bread, I guess. So anyways, that is something I want to try. So I have to get a lot more zucchini, you guys. Okay, so I am moving on to the second speaker of the summit. Actually, it's two speakers, Sean and Beth Doherty. And I am so excited to listen to them because they are talking about how they established their homestead with little funds. So on a budget, you guys. So you can imagine how excited I am to listen to them. So that's what I'm going to do now before I move on to onions. I took a break and ran outside to get today's eggs. I got 13, a baker's dozen. And I checked on Dame. I haven't talked about her recently. She's my broody hen. She's still sitting on an egg. She wasn't on it right this moment, which I was happy to see because she's usually on there, and I just want to make sure that she's eating and drinking. That only happens once a day, pretty much. So I did see her out. She came out to enjoy okra. She came out to enjoy some of the eggs and zucchini scraps that I brought out for them. So yeah, it's still looking good for her and her eggs. And here's another okra. I only saw 2. I was in a rush because the downpour started. I forgot that I did see that it was supposed to rain today. I'll take anything. We get very little rain here, so I'm excited that it's raining. I got this from the freezer. After I put the zucchini in, I got this. Oh, I didn't get the eggs. That's because it's in the second freezer. Oh, anyways, I got this butter. We're out of butter in here. I got some peppers. I'm gonna make that for dinner today. And I got a rump roast. This is from last year's cow. And my second year, look at this yard long bean. This was the only one that I saw. It is doing well. Those those bean plants are doing well. They're going up the trellis. Everything is so behind and slow. I'm not going to get much, but I am just excited to see that it worked. And I will definitely be growing these next year because who doesn't want a bean this long? It's the equivalent of what? 1, 2, it's like 4 beans from 1 bean. So I'm definitely going to be growing this. And then I got a couple of cucumbers. Look at that one. It was stuck in the wire, the hog wire, and so was this one. Actually, this one was leaning up against the T-post, so I have to be more careful, and when I see them growing that way, just take them out and move them over. Okay, back to the seminar. I have started working on the onions. I am putting these little ones, anything that's small or anything that has like a blemish like this one or a spot, I am putting them in here. I want to ensure that I use these first because they won't last very long in storage, and I don't want them to go bad and then cause the others to go bad. These are the red onions that I've done, and I am moving on to the yellow. So all I'm doing with them is rubbing off the roots, taking off the stem, and removing any excess skins, and that's done pretty easily. See, the stem just comes off really easily. It's easy to rub off the roots, and whatever skins just come off easily, I take them off. And I'm going to pop them in this basket. I am thinking about possibly ordering some mesh bags. I bought some bags for them at Tractor Supply. I think we did that together, and they were like burlap bags. I am not sure that that has enough circulation. I'm not sure. I'm going to do a little bit of research to see if it's okay to store them in there. If not, then I will get order some mesh bags and put them in there. See that little, I'm not sure about it. The onion feels good, but I don't want to put that in with the others, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in our little container here. So I'm going to keep doing this and get back to you when we're done. Okay, here are the onions. I put the bad ones, or not bad ones, but ones with little spots in here along with the smaller ones to make sure that these get used first and they don't actually go bad. And here is my bounty. For me, this is pretty good. It's more than I had last year, but it's not as many as I expected to have. And I've used a few of them already as well. So as far as storage goes, I am going to go ahead and check the price of the mesh bags. Maybe I can get some on Amazon. If they're too expensive, I will just see if the mister can bring me some shallow cardboard boxes home, and I will put a thin layer, like a single layer or no more than two layers of onions in these cardboard boxes and put them on a shelf somewhere. I'm not sure. I might take some over to the new place. There's nothing going on over there, so they would be safe over there. But I'm afraid of this basket. It is pretty open, but the this is a tight weave of, yeah, this is so tight a weave, I'm afraid that the airflow won't be sufficient. So I'll keep you guys updated as to what I do with this. So now let's move on to the, this is a real easy project. All you're doing is slicing your zucchini really thin and then sprinkling whatever seasoning you like on it. Some people like the bagel seasoning. This is tahine, which is a chili powder and lemon flavor, and I love it. I love it on my popcorn. So I'm just sprinkling it onto these zucchini chips. I'm gonna cut up another one, and I think I'm gonna just do salt and pepper on that one. And then what else did we do last year? Oh, mix, oh, you know what, we don't have Parmesan. We did one with Parmesan, which was delicious. I'm going to mix some salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder and Italian herb mix and use that. And I think those are the three that I'm going to do. If I think of something else, I'll let you guys know. But I'm going to share with you when I'm finished stacking these and get them plugged in the dehydrator. Pepper, salt, garlic, onions, and Italian seasoning is on this one. salt and pepper. Okay, this is the last tray. Do you guys remember the herb salt we made together with the herbs and garlic and lemon, and then we dehydrated it? That's it. That's what I put on this last tray. Okay, I am ready to get these chips dehydrating. I'm going to dehydrate at 135 degrees, and I am going to have to come back. Let's see, usually it takes around 12 hours, but I think I'm going to have to come back maybe around 8 hours and check, because one thing that I did, I was not very careful with trying to cut them all at pretty much the same thickness. So especially on this last tray, some are pretty thin, and I know I'm gonna have to take those out before the others are ready, but that's not a big deal. I will just take them out and we'll sample them before it's all done and ready, and then I will share with you guys how I store them. So I'm not sure what the next speaker is going to be talking about, but did you guys know that Dean Cain was a homesteader, or is a homesteader? I was surprised to see his name on the list. So he's someone that we're going to listen to talk a little bit about being a homesteader. So that surprised me a little bit. So I'm looking forward to the rest of it. All right, you guys, I will come back and show you what I do with these last few things before we wrap up this video. Okay, the chips are done, and I never went in to remove the really thin ones. I just let it go. And this, I have to say, we already snuck a taste of this. This is probably my favorite. Well, after the chili and lime, this is the herb salt that we made. Oh, and you hear that? It's like, yeah, see, the ones that are very thin are very thin now. They are probably a little bit too thin, but I wanted you to hear that crunch. So I am just going to put them all in a little jar. I don't even separate them. I mean, we know what they are pretty much by looking at them. And this is something great to grab at night when we are, if we decide to watch a movie, or even if I'm just reading at night, whatever. See, now when they're very thin, this tends to happen. They get stuck to the, and when you try to pry them up, they just break. So you do want to cut them, I would say like 1/8 of an inch, not much thinner than that. So anyway, these are good anytime. They're good to bring with you in the car. It keeps you from stopping at fast food places. You already have a snack. The other thing too is when they're super thin and they stick, then you have to work at cleaning your trays, which you don't have to so much when you can just wipe them off when they're a good size. So this tray, they were cut a little bit bigger and were a little bit better. As you can see, I think this is the salt and pepper. Let me taste it. Salt and pepper. So you guys can do this, and just whatever your favorite flavors are, put it on these. Did I mention that you can also bake these? If you're baking them, you just toss them with a little bit of oil, olive oil, and then sprinkle your seasoning, mix it all up in a bowl, and then spread them on a cookie sheet. I'm going to continue to fill this. I probably need a quart size for the rest. All right, you guys, I took some time to finish up another part of the summit. It was about kitchen efficiency and just knowing how to plan ahead, using the things in your kitchen to the best of your ability, saving time, not getting bogged down. It was pretty interesting, and I am about to watch let's see, what's the next one up? Oh, getting 3 meals on the table. So that's not something that I do, but I'm sure I can benefit from it. I don't have children, here at home. I don't have, my husband's gone for the day at work, so breakfast and lunch is not necessarily a thing that I need to do, but I can still benefit from this speaker, because she's just going to talk about how not to be overwhelmed by getting nutritious food on the table every single day of the week. All right, so I look forward to that. But now, let's open the box from Botanical Interest. I have a question. Do you guys order seeds and then are like, what did I order? Right? I probably remember some of them, but there's quite, there is at least a few that I go, oh yeah, I didn't remember I ordered this. So let's get to looking at it. I just love this little sheet that they give you. I put these in my notebooks, or I use them as dividers or something like that. They're just so pretty, and I hate to throw them out. All right, so as usual, they send you the seed starting guide. So if you are new, or you need help, or you need reminders or whatever, you have this fold out little cheat sheet to help you get started. Okay, what did I order? Let's get them all out. All right. Contender. I did not get one contender bean plant going this year. I planted maybe 1.5 packets of this seed and didn't get one. It's not the seed. I am 100% sure there was something going on, either in my soil or it was just the weather. We had weird weather. I belong to a couple of Facebook groups here of people in my area, and so many people are singing the woes of this year and how their garden just did not work for them this year. And I joined them. Although right now I am getting a few things from my garden. Oh, I wish that I could get, it's only a 50-day growth cycle for these, but yeah, it is too late. So anyway, I got contender beans for next year, and how many beans are in here? It doesn't say, it just says 20 grams of beans. So I'm looking forward to doing this. Next, these are in no particular order. I'm just pulling them out as I get them. Oh, this is a lettuce mesclun mix as a thank you. It's a free packet, and I know exactly what I'm doing with this. Last night I was thinking about how I'm gonna miss having a garden over at the new place until the spring, but I came up with a couple of things that I think I could do to have something growing even though I don't have a garden. So I can't wait to share that with you. Just know that this little packet is involved in that. Next, more beans, the French fillet. I've never grown this. I think I just bought stuff that was on sale. Besides, like the contender, I really did want that. This is a 58 days. It's frost sensitive. We knew that, but I like that it's skinny, long and skinny. It says it's a gourmet bean, and that you can eat it just by when you pick it young. So I'm looking forward to this one. I hope I got more than beans. Oh, the marigold signet, lemon and tangerine gems. Doesn't this look nice? I have a little front patio now. Actually, you guys, I have a front patio and a back patio. The back patio is off of the bedroom, and they're very small areas, but I am excited to put pretty flowers in there so that when I decide to sit out there alone or with company, we will have something pretty to look at. So this is yeah, it's an annual, and it's just brilliant masses of dainty flowers. And ooh, compact fragrant plants with lacy foliage. It sounds beautiful, and I didn't know it was fragrant. So there you go. I can't wait to plant this marigold in my patio area. Next, sweet pea hyacinth. I have to say that when I saw the hyacinth, I'm just yeah, like this one has a scent, the marigolds, but I didn't know that. But was just imagining sitting in that little enclosed area and smelling something. I thought I would do roses, and then I thought, no, I don't want to do roses in there. So this was a good choice, I think. The sweet pea high scent, it can climb up some kind of trellising system that I might put in there, but I am just looking to this nice pale pink bloom. It says 6 to 8 foot vine, so wow. And have a nice intoxicating aroma, it says, while I sit out there with a book or with a cup of tea. Can't wait. Next, feverfew. This is a perennial, and one of the reasons I bought it is because it's a perennial, because I am trying to think more perennial this next year. As many things, whether it be edibles or just florals, anything that I don't have to put in every year, but things that I can expect will come back on their own. I am looking forward to doing that. So this blooms in the summer. Let's see. The other, yeah, okay, so this one, oh, okay, this one blooms in the summer. Sorry, I'm just getting an idea. This one is spring and summer, and then this one is the summer. So what else can I tell you about feverfew? It clusters of small daisy-shaped flowers on aromatic bushy plants. So more aromatic. I might separate some of them. I might put some in the back and some in the front, so there's not competing scents. Okay, this is a dahlia. This is something that I've wanted to plant, I don't know, for years. I think someone sent me here, I mean, when my send-off from Oklahoma, she gave me a bag of dahlias. And I don't know, I think I put them outside the garden fence in a corner because I just imagined them coming up there. Well, the rabbits ate those. That's before that. I was just getting used to how to garden here, and I didn't really know what to expect. So these are perennial also, but it says grown as an annual, so I have to do some research on that. It blooms summer to frost, and radiant double, semi-double blooms that look like fireworks. Oh, I can't. Yeah, it says it's a florist favorite, so I can cut these and put these in vases inside. I look forward to doing that as well. Aren't these pretty? The colors. Yeah. Okay. More flowers, you guys. Black-eyed Susan vine. Look at that. So this one is definitely an annual. It grows in full shade to partial sun, and that's full sun to partial shade, and that's good because the patio area is a little bit shady. It blooms in summer to frost, has a vigorous vine, charming orange and yellow flowers, oh, and white ones as well. It's great for a hanging basket or great ground cover. I might have an idea for that. So Black-eyed Susan vine. How tall does this grow? I can check into that later. I'm just trying to think. It says it's a 5 to 8 foot vine, but then it says it's ground cover. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. That's pretty too. Did I buy any food? Oh, cilantro, coriander, yes. This I am going to try something with in the next few days, or in a week or so. I am not 100% sure, but I have to read this. It says, yeah, it says sow in spring and late summer. So the idea that I have for having things growing over there at the new place now, or when we move over there, just so I can have something going on and not feel totally garden naked. I'm gonna try some things, and this is part of it. So this goes with the lettuce free seed, because they are part of the experiment. Chives. I really wanted to do chive vinegar this year, and I couldn't get chives to grow. I have a friend who had chives and sent some flowers with me, to me with my niece and nephew and kids. They forgot it in their car, and then it was shriveled up, and it was no good to me. They didn't get it to me right away, and then she never got any more growing. So I am going to do my own. So in early spring or late summer, we're in late summer. Beautiful edible flowers, delicate onion flavored foliage. I do have some garlic chives out there, and they are doing okay, but I don't know if they get flowers. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I look forward to growing these chives, and with these flowers you can make a chive vinegar, and I would love to try that. Okay, so something else that's edible. Oh, sugar baby watermelon. I am going to grow sugar baby watermelons. I think I have one out in the garden. It doesn't, I always have a hard time knowing when watermelons are ready, especially when they are growing in containers. One shriveled up and died, and the other one is on the ground, and it looks like it's fine. What does it say for weight? 8 to 10 pounds. So it's not there. It's not there yet. It probably is closer to 4 or 5 pounds. I don't know for sure, but I'll leave it out there, see what happens. Okay, so sugar baby watermelons. I think this must have been on sale. That's why I got it. And the last thing is, oh, that's funny. That is so funny. I bought the gourmet baby greens, and it is frost tolerant. It's a lettuce mesclun mix, and that's what I got free. This is their free packet. It's packaged a little differently, but here it is. More lettuce. So we'll see what we do with these in the coming week or so. All right, so that is it. All the things that I got from Botanical Interest. I will go back and check their website again and look at some other websites and maybe share with you guys who's having a sale, because that's the thing. Going into the new year, seed companies can't sell what they had for this year, so that's when they mark things down. So I'm gonna look for that so that I can get some things, because there's nothing wrong with buying seeds that were labeled for 2023 and growing them in 2024. So that's what I am going to do, and if I find anything exciting, I will share with you guys. All right. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys will give it a thumbs up, because that helps my channel. It helps the algorithm. That way YouTube knows what you like, and then they share it with other people. If you are here for the first time, welcome, and please subscribe so you know what else is going on here. Ring the bell so that you're notified, and you guys stick around with me. Some exciting things are coming your way. Bye.